Everybody, Spine Six Present here, and I've got for you another package of books from the Comic Book Shopping Network. And you know what? I think I finally had an intervention. This is probably my last for some time. But let's open it up and let's find out what books are inside. Alright, let's take a look at what's inside this package from the Comic Book Shopping Network. I asked them to hold on to my books for a while. I had gone to a number of their online shows and asked if they would just kind of hold on to them and then ship them out. And then I said, you know what? I'm just buying too many of these things. Every time I'm on, I'm buying 3 or 4 books, and it's just adding up and adding up, adding up. And I really kind of feel like that just kind of goes against what I want to be as a collector. I would like to get big books and have only a few of those, and instead of just thousands of books. So I'm really trying to make a turn and move in a direction where I am buying fewer books and selling more of my books than I buy. But I've been saying that for a while, and my wife shakes her head and says she doesn't think it's ever going to happen. And you know what? She might be right. But let's open this box up. This is an aggressive one. And they really got all the books in there packed in, I'll tell you. There we go. Fragile. It says that on the inside, which is kind of odd. Alright, let's see here. We got top. Let's go back to this X-Acto. See if we can just gently cut the top. There we go. That worked. Alright. Get it looking more like a Gemini. Let's do the same thing on the bottom. Alright, do not bend. I don't know if that was too effective though, because it's all written on the inside of the packaging. I have bought a number of books from them recently, and each time I buy them I pay shipping, and they did a nice job. I do want to thank Randy and the crew. They discounted me a little bit of my money that I spent on shipping, and that's great. That's always a plus. Alright, let's see if we can get this apart just by using my fingers, since we're down there to the nitty-gritty. Alright, so I feel like I've got it open well. I'm going to set it aside here. Or maybe I'll just do it like this. And put the books like so. And let's see, what do we got? We got a larger pack. Books inside of a larger pack, and I can't quite figure out how to get into it. Alright. Well, there's one book. Let's get rid of this tape. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, as I show each book, I will post what I paid for the book on the screen. And you can let me know in the comments below how you think I did. And I'm going to first get the stack, get them all going the same direction. And I think I've got them all going the same direction. Alright, they are. Alright, very good. Alright, so let's find out which book is going to be first. Let's put this back up. See if I can angle it back on just a touch. There we go. Here is the first book. This is a Dustin Nguyen Joker cover. I thought this was pretty cool. I just liked the cover. I thought this was a kind of a nice looking book, and it was in great shape. They had it graded as a 9.4, and I think that's pretty accurate. A little bit of dust, like a little bit of dirt and stuff, but I can get all that off, no problem. So, Batman Streets of Gotham number 19. That was just a cover buy that I wanted to get. let's angle it like that, maybe just a little bit so you can see it better. All right, here's the next book. This one, I've been trying to just pick this one up when I find it at a good price. And this one, they also thought it was a 9.4. And I see a little bit of a crease down here. But Spider-Gwen #1. Been thinking maybe this might be one I might send off and get graded for my niece for Christmas, maybe. I thought that might be a nice Christmas present. She likes Gwen Stacy and Ghost Spider, so I try to pick this book up when I see it, when it's at a good price. All right, this one, this was like a nostalgia buy. Came across this one, I liked it. This was a Cartoon Network Space Ghost. And I don't know if it's the first appearance of Space Ghost in a comic, probably not, but I liked the cover, and it was in great shape. They have it. They thought this was a pretty high near mint copy. Archie Comics #1, Space Ghost #1, I guess. Not sure what year. It says 1997. So I guess it's possible this could be the first Space Ghost in comics. I don't know. All right, here's another one. Let's take a look at this one. This was a book that I don't own. That it's one of those books that I wanted to get in my collection. I'm not really happy right now looking at this one. I see substantial rust on these staples. Do you see that? I'm going to show this. I think you should be able to see that. And that looks very poor. And they have this graded as a 9.4. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to reach out to Randy on that one. That was, it's ASM 800, I believe. No, ASM 400. This was one I didn't have. But man, those staples are really, really atrocious. There's actually 3 staples on this book, which I find to be odd, but maybe it does have 3 staples. But that, wow, I mean, that was pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know, they missed that. I'm going to reach out to Randy on that one. All right, next one here. This was a Wolverine Wizard in 1/2. Thought it was a cool cover. And it has some kind of certificate of authenticity. It says you were, I guess in Wizard magazine, this is one that you had to send in. So that's it. It comes in maybe that's the original container, I'm not sure. But I thought it was a cool cover. I don't think it's, a bad thing to pick up anything with Wolverine on the cover. So that's it. Wolverine Wizard 1/2. All right, here's the next book. This was one that a book I remember as a kid that I really liked quite a bit. And this one is signed by Al Milgrom on the side. It's Micronauts #1, and they thought it was a 9.0. And it does look pretty good. It's a nice cover. So I don't know. I don't really think that's much of a spec book or anything like that, but I just it's one of those that I remember as a kid, and I think I always wanted to pick it up. And I think I've got like numbers 1 through 8 of volume 2, and they're basically worth nothing, but just I don't know, kind of a cool throwback nostalgia book for me. All right, here was one cover that I really liked. This is Marvel Zombies #2. And it has that homage to the Avengers #4 cover. Quite a bit of work needs to be done on this one. They didn't list it with any type of a grade, but I think I can get, a lot of that's all stuff that's in the white areas. Pretty confident I can get most of that cleaned up. And here was Arana #1, her own series. And I don't know a whole lot about that one. I guess I'm just kind of specking on this character a little bit. Spider-Boy, though, seems to be taking off a lot more than she is. But, all right, here's my last book that I picked up. And like I said, I'm going to be done for a while with the comic book shopping network. But this was one that I remember one of my friends who got me into comics, Graham Meredith. This was one he was really high on. It was really high on Alpha Flight and the X-Men. And I thought, you know what? This is one. Let me add this one to my collection. I don't have it. And it's kind of a cool cover. I think it's a John Byrne cover. And I remember John Byrne was one of Graham's favorite artists at the time. And he got me into comics when I was about 12 years old. And I recently tracked him down and reached out to him. And we did a little bit of talking about comics and artwork and whatnot. So there it is. This is the last book in the pack, Alpha Flight number 1. They thought it was a 9.0, and I think that's a pretty fair assessment. This corner looks a little bit beat, it's a little bit of pressure on it, and then some spine ticks on the spine. But who knows? Kind of a cool cover, kind of a cool team. I do like Puck and I like Alpha Flight. So there you have it. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I hope you liked this unboxing. If you like this video, please hit that like button, give me a like, and hit that subscribe button. And take a look at some of my other unboxings. I've got a number of them here on my site. Go ahead and check out some of those videos. There's a few that, let me slide this over. There we go. The glare out of there. And take a look at some of those videos right there. How about those two? And thanks for checking this out. I really appreciate you supporting the channel. And get out there, find those books, and as always, happy hunting.